Oh, Vito.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got all the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing.
Oh, Agnew just got hurt.
And that's why I'm here revealing, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the
God, T-Law, you're so inaccurate.
You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
I'm harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me. And my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win.
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes, left side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
As soon as the game starts. To the crib, Scotty knows.
Talk about coming into
You're
a
a liar, and I don't believe a word you say.
Hey, the stream in the chat.
Couldn't be a better start.
You're gonna see it say 6 minutes and 50 seconds, bro. The quarter's on 7 minutes.
Look at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball.
Andy, you like an O'Malley.
Going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Look at the bitch. He gave up Mercia. He's not the king of Mercia, so he's a pussy. He's not the king of Mercia, so he's a pussy. He let a bitch tell him what to do, and he fucking listen to everything she says. He's a hoe. Pussy bitch.
Lance going to put it up right away. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to see? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. The Niners at 7-5 now in the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
They're about to run the clock out there for the goal to win it.
Now the second-year man from Louisiana. Here's Elijah Mitchell. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in the contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for the offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, set. Check it. Hey, check it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
What is it?
Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Search sets and shit, like
From an offensive perspective,
20 people asking for a little bit, hands up to a lot.
Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Real.
Brady's throw there complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And down he goes. The 49ers
Oh my God, we got to hold on to those.
Greenlaw getting home on that one. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that. I'm like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
I played a good game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now a play fake. Lance. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field, because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Brady to throw. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point put through by Suckup, and it's now 14-0.
My finger hit the mute button. I said, fuck up, Andrew. My Wi-Fi good.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
No word? That's how you really feel?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, Lance. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Brady going to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin.
We got a 4th win, Lily.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless.
Damn, my shit was muted. Nah, you talking about an EMB?
Yeah, I just saw it.
Oh, yeah. I need to take my foot off the gas because I know Matt can come in here soon. Like, hey,
they keep it with
you're not supposed to be putting up that many points.
And the stop will come inside the 5 of the 4. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's Brady. The quick slant caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Kyle Rudolph. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 21-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson.
What league was that you lost in, man?
Tragedy.
What's your record?
The 49er offense
Mo
set to
gave
get this
himself a
drive
fucking
underway.
4th win versus
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right
Mo
here.
gave himself a 4th win against me.
Scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive.
They fucking 1 and 4 when I.
This is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a fully scored deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Yellow.
Hey, I'm about to cut it off, dude. It's time for you to lay down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Suck up for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
No, sir.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit
You want to
of
allow
an
that
opportunity there
stuff.
for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Yeah, they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Oh, God, I didn't.
A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down
Exactly.
in the process.
He had his own bust out. They draw him off right in front of the crib.
Good, man. Throw it down, man.
Something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Yeah, Adams boy, I know you talking about. His daddy was like the chief of the fire department or some shit.
Up that football. These defenders, they become so adept though at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is,
and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady airing this one out for Evans. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Brady.
That's my fault. I meant to throw a high pass.
And the Niners are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, Brad, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement, because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando.
You tripped when your face landed.
Well, you see, I scored 70 points tonight.
Welcome back. Halftime over.
Who the hell is
ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, Wilson. And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On play action, Lance. And the grab by Croft. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Lance. And this complete to Mitchell. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Saquon go to Buffalo?
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Brady going to sling this out wide to Godwin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Play action, now it's Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone, touchdown Tampa Bay. Julio Jones. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes this 35-0.
That boy Mario almost lost to the Jets.
The ball was actually thrown your way. What did you do? Did you make a
They run it back.
Nah, I'm talking about that first game. Like, he was, I don't know what the hell wrong with Mars.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson.
My house survived the doom and 1,000 tribulations besides.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Levante David.
That boy Trey Lance don't throw no bullets, dude.
Of the football.
Nothing but
One
ducks.
heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And that's what half the fights that he has. And come Saturday night, I'll have 4, just as many as him, with half the fights he has.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette.
Are you a bum?
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And some room to roam now. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Caught by Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it is 42-0. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback.
Damn, Cartoon Network just got so
fired up to get out.
For real?
A gain of 3
Yeah.
play. This time they double it
I
and
would
pick
never
up 6.
expected that.
We see another pitch
They got
catch there
sold
to
to
the
Warner
running back.
Brothers,
This position
finally.
just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of
That would be
receivers.
back to how it
years.
was. A whole bunch of goddamn Batman Beyond and
Can
shit.
really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come
Part
and
of me want to
gone.
let some
This
bruh
is
score,
the
but
National
then again,
Football
I'm not
League
fat
on
boy.
EA Sports. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action. Now it's Lance. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Right, 97.
First down, here's Mitchell. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
You said you ain't playing no more games than Savages.
Defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong.
I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
He's had some good performances this season, averaging 6 yards per carry.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now he'll throw with Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Please remember that this final does constitute 40% of your grade.
Where's the bus? Guys.
To throw, it's Brady. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Running left, it's Fournette. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Hands it off to Pierce.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And they've got it inside the 10 at the lead. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Brady going to look to throw. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point put through by Succop. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Lance to throw it. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for
I'm
the
out of
offense, but the
Friday.
defense,
Right.
they still want to get a few shots in. Up front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Buccaneers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the